Hey everyone, Tyler here with Gilded Reviews. Today we are taking a look at Astroneer, the new space survival game from system Era Softworks. Astroneer is a fun, relaxing adventure that brings a new perspective to this recently booming genre. This game is unique, and exploring it has been an extremely fun experience. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at Astroneer. The game as a whole is beautiful. I can't emphasize this enough. Looking at videos online does not do this rich, colorful universe justice. Astroneer manages to combine voxel-based graphics with smooth animations to create a truly gorgeous experience. The sound is also well orchestrated. From losing oxygen to getting pummeled by a rock, the sound is dramatic and works great with the cartoony style graphics and animations. The addictiveness of this game stems from its mechanics. Everything works off of one another, which leads to something more. I do want to bring up the inventory system really quick. I have never come across anything quite like it before. It's a weird socket type system where everything can be placed anywhere as long as there are enough sockets for it. And this is the main way to not only combine objects but also create them. At first, I really hated it and found it more cumbersome than helpful, but after getting used to it, I think it's amazing. The possibilities are endless. You can slap medium storage units on a large storage unit to make a massive storage unit that you can slap on a rover to connect to a crane that connects to another rover that houses seats and solar panels. The next thing you know, you are driving a massive train digging out mountains with friends. It's truly a great system that I haven't seen before and really makes the game very unique. Learning some of the hotkeys will really speed things up and make the inventory system run a lot smoother. For instance, when you pick something up, hitting tab will auto slot it to an open socket on your character. You start off the game with the terrain sculpting gun. This device has the ability to shape the ground, creating massive mountains or cutting holes through the earth. You can also use it to flatten the terrain, making it easier to get around. And you will need it. The game's randomly generated biomes often contain massive caves that you will fall into and have to dig your way out of. It really adds a puzzle element to the game that I didn't anticipate and makes each outing a fun and unique experience. Research is the key to progression, and in order to do this, you need to get out and start exploring. This is where the game starts to add in its limiting features. You can't just run off and start mining. Well, you can, but if you run off too far, you will die from a lack of oxygen. The game has a tether system where you need to always be connected to a source of oxygen, which makes sense and is enough of a limiting factor to make the game fun and engaging. You can accomplish this by bringing along a rover, having extra oxygen containers, or building a tether system that spans half of the planet. Oxygen isn't the only thing that affects your character's progression through the game. There are also a couple different types of floral that will kill you, and windstorms can cause serious issues as well. Let's back up and talk about the actual gameplay a little. When you begin, you start out looking for one resource, building slowly and expanding your base until you get a research chamber up and running. When this is ready, you can start focusing on powering it. This is usually done by adding organic compounds to a small generator. In order to research, you need to explore and find items that you can put in the research chamber. You can research normal items to get things started, but it really is better to find something out in the wild. After throwing an item in your research chamber, you will begin to get bytes, which is the currency used to buy blueprints. All of this takes time, and throughout the process of building your base, you will start to develop little tricks to speed up your production. This system continues on until you have done enough research and found enough minerals to create a spaceship. Once this happens, the game really opens up and you realize just how massive Astroneer's is going to be. Each planet is a little different, and I assume these changes will only become more drastic as time goes on. The only real issue or complaint I have with this title is I want more researchable items, more enemies, more everything. The game's fun and all of the mechanics work so well together, I just want to keep playing. And that's really the benefit of early access. I will continue to get new updates and new items and all this stuff that I can explore again down the line. Now, one thing I haven't really touched on here, I did bring it up briefly, is the multiplayer. It's so much fun. I have played this game pretty much non-stop with friends, and it's really easy to do. You hop on a friend's server and it's just a blast. You help them build their base, or you get to see what they've done so far. The developers don't have dedicated servers, but they said they're coming soon, which is the only complaint I'd have about the multiplayer. It is easy to recommend Astroneers to anyone looking for a unique space survival game with a focus on exploration. I would say you could easily get a good 20 hours out of it, even more if you're playing with friends. And for $20, this experience is well worth it. I do want to point out that at this time, this game is very relaxing. Not much will kill you, at least after you figure things out. This could change, the developers are constantly adding new content, but for right now, this is a great game to sit back, relax, and explore with friends. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. I loved Astroneers and I can't wait to see what System Era Softworks does next. Anyways, if you liked the video, you know what to do. If you're new here, we focus on early access first looks, in-depth reviews, and top 10 lists. Consider subscribing. We release new videos every few days.